Straight black pride, brothers and sisters. It's AyoKimathi, aka the Irritated Genie, coming to you live with our first pilot installment of Save Black Children, Resisting the Homophile Assault. This is an upcoming program that we intend to do pretty frequently. We're going to be having young people from 5 years old to 25 years old come talk to us about the world that they live in, find out the issues and concerns that they have in their lives, let them tell us what they think, and then we'll purge and ask the hard, difficult questions about what their life is that was very different than many of us. As we know, many of them are facing this homophile assault, and we need to properly educate our young people because this is a war they're going to have to fight. They're in the middle of this fight now, and if we don't properly prepare them, they're not going to be able to win. And we don't want to be staying holding the bag, thinking that we knew that they were facing some difficulties and we didn't properly prepare them. So today on our program, this is our first pilot program. I'm sitting here with our first two guests, very esteemed guests, and they're going to introduce themselves to you directly. So we're going to start with this beautiful young lady to my left. Would you please tell them your full name?
Kania Asada Aset Kimathi.
Wow, that's a powerful name. Kania Asada Aset Kimathi. Boy, wonder who could have named this young lady. And let me go to this young man sitting next to her. I believe this is your brother. Am I correct?
Yes.
All right. Son, could you please tell the people out there what your name is?
Kihora and Kuba Bomani Kimathi.
Kihura Nkuba Bomani Kimathi. Another powerful name. Wow, magnificent. So today we're going to have a little bit of discussions about the reality of the world as the way you understand it. So you all ready for the questions?
Yes.
All right. So I want you all to just answer very honestly, and we're going to ask you some challenging questions. My first question, and either one of you can answer, what makes a black family?
If your father and your mother are African, that's only part of what makes you African. You have to believe in being African, and you have to know that you're being African.
Whoa, wait a minute. So you're saying in order to be African, your mother and your father have to be black? Okay. So that makes you an African. But you said that's only part of being an African. So explain to me what you said after that. You said, I think we understand your mother and father are African. They're black, then you're African. But you're saying to really be African is more than just your mother and father are African. You said you have to know that you're African. Could you explain to us and look right into the camera there and tell the people, what does it mean to know that you're African?
To know that you're African means you have to study your culture and just believe in yourself. Know that you're African no matter what anybody tells you. Believe what you believe and don't let anybody miss that.
Do you have anything to add to that, young man?
Yes.
Okay.
So, if you're not African, none of that you wouldn't have any of that.
Okay.
But sometimes it's like your mother and father might not be they might still be African, but they might not believe they might not study African stuff and stuff like that.
Oh, so sometimes your mother and father, they're African, but they don't know what it means to be an African, and they don't know their history.
But that still means you're an African. If you don't do what they do, you study African culture.
Oh, so even if your mother and father don't know their African culture, you still respect them, but you yourself can be an African that knows who you are, even if your parents or grandparents don't know. That's very interesting. Now let me ask you, who, and either of you can answer this question, who is a black woman supposed to grow up and be with?
A black man.
A black man? So why is that? Explain that to me.
Because that's what was going on in Africa for thousands of years.
Wow, so the black man was being with the black woman for thousands of years. And so is that the right way we're supposed to be?
Yes.
So what do the black man and the black woman coming together, what do we produce?
Black children.
Black children. And black man, black woman, and black children, that's a what?
Family.
What kind of family?
a black family.
Oh.
And then it just goes up. And then the children grow up. Then if there's a sister and a brother, the black sister, she grows up to marry a black man. Then the black man grows up to the black boy grows up to marry a black woman.
Oh, okay. So, is there ever a time when a black man should pick somebody other than a black woman?
No. It happens, but that doesn't mean it's right.
Oh, so that's not right. So, that happens, but it doesn't mean it's right. Now, I asked you who the black woman should pick. Who should the black man pick as his proper partner?
Black woman.
Oh, the black woman. All right. So if the black man picks a black woman, and then they do what?
Make black children.
Make black children, and then they have what?
A family.
A black family. Beautiful. Now we got to get to the hard questions. Those were the easy questions. Now, what if a boy decides instead of a woman, he wants a boy?
That's even if they tell you that's right, that's not right. You should believe in what you believe in. Even if you believe in that, that's not what other people should believe. That's not right.
That's not right. So why is it not right? If a guy wants a guy or even a girl wants a girl, what makes that not right?
Because that's not how it was supposed to be. It never been like that until people start doing that, but then that culture is not anywhere.
That culture, but some people say that culture is all around in the U.S. and different places. That culture is everywhere. So is that our culture?
No.
So what is our culture? Tell us what our culture says.
All culture says a black woman with a black man with a black woman produces black children, and the process goes on and on.
Okay, so then, well, what do you say to someone who says, well, they believe something different. They believe a woman should be with a woman. What do you say to that?
Just say, I do what I do. I don't have to do what you do. I can believe what I believe, and you won't stop me.
So you tell them they can't make you believe that a woman should be with a woman. So tell me what's wrong with a woman as opposed to a woman with a man. What's wrong with that?
Well, first, because it's not our culture, and second, because that's not the way of African people. Like, white people pretty much, we're sunk into their culture, but some people say we're stuck into their land too, but this is not their land, it's the natives' land. And people say, like, you should do this, you should do that, but you should believe what you believe. Some people say, no, but now that we go to this other country or this other place, now we're with these other people, so we're them. So we're in their culture. But that's not true. You're still if you're from Africa, you're still African. You don't go white, even though you're in their land.
So you saying
it's not even their land.
Okay, so you saying no matter where you go in the world and what happens, you always remember who you are and your culture. Okay, so now let me ask you something different, because y'all are giving some pretty good answers here. Remember to look into the camera so the people can see you. These are some great answers. Now, here's my question. Don't you think that it's mean of you to tell someone else that a man shouldn't be with a man or a woman shouldn't be with a woman? Isn't that wrong and mean of you to say that?
No. Well, it might be mean to them, but it's not mean to me.
Wow, it's not mean to you. So what if somebody came and said that you two, or what if they said to you, son, if somebody looked at you and said, you're very mean and it's wrong for you to think that there's something wrong with two men being together? What do you say to that?
I say, that's what I believe. And you can't stop me from believing that because you're not me.
Wow. So now where did you come up with these crazy ideas that a black man was supposed to be with a black woman and produce a black family? Where did you learn this kind of thing?
Our father and our mother.
Wow. So you learned this from your mother and your father. Do you believe that it's correct?
Yes.
Do you know that there are people out there that want to change you from believing that?
Yes.
what are some of the ways that they try to convince you that a man should be with a man or a woman should be with a woman?
They fight you.
Okay, so they fight you. How do they fight you?
Or they put it in shows. They sneak it. They use
sneak
propaganda.
They use propaganda?
Propaganda can be bad or good. Propaganda is a message that's snuck into different things like TV and even like maybe magazines, pictures.
Oh, so they put it in. And what kind of messages do they put that they want to get by your mind so that you don't know what's happening? They put that message right to you. What is it called?
Subliminal messages.
Oh, so they put in subliminal messages. Give me an example of one time that you've seen a subliminal message.
That's hard to say because I've seen a lot, but one time I've seen it in a lot of shows, in commercials.
Tell me a commercial. Tell me what you saw in a commercial that was a subliminal message.
A woman with a woman.
Okay, and how did they put it in there? Why was it subliminal?
Because it was snuck in.
It was snuck in. Okay, son, can you think of a time you saw a subliminal message?
One time I saw it. It wasn't that same kind, but it was a black man with a white woman.
Oh, so what's the subliminal message in that?
You should not go with your culture. You should go to a different culture. But that culture you should just not go with because that's not the right culture. That's not the culture you have. That's not the culture your family have.
So you mean they're giving a message to whites that they should be dating black people and black people they should be dating whites, when really the message, everybody can stay with their own culture and it'll be a more peaceful place. What do you think? You think so?
Yeah, because if everybody goes to a different culture, how's that culture going to stay?
Wow, that's an excellent question. I don't know what would happen to that culture. You guys got some great answers. So this is very profound, the things that you two are saying. How old are you, if I may ask?
I'm 8. I'm 7.
You're 7 and 8 years old, and you're around here talking about subliminal messages? Okay, so here's the question. What's the dangerous things that can happen with propaganda? What is the danger of it?
It can get in your mind and you might not stop.
Oh, so someone's telling a story. And you're saying that if they put propaganda, it can get in your mind and it might not stop. So what can it make you do?
It can make you do stuff that you should not do. That's not like you can go off your culture with that.
You can go off your culture with that, with bad propaganda, huh?
Yes.
What about, is there a possibility to do good propaganda?
Yes.
Can you give me an example of a good propaganda that's something that you liked, that you watched before you thought was good propaganda?
We saw a show called The Investigators.
The Investigators?
The Investigators.
Did you think that was good propaganda? Why did you think it was good propaganda?
Because it was teaching you stuff. And it had no bad propaganda. It was just teaching you like math. It could teach you like how to like find stuff like that.
Okay. Any other movie or film that you watched that you really liked, that you thought was good propaganda?
Night John.
Night John. Oh, that's one of my favorite movies there. Tell me what you liked about Night John.
It taught us about our history, how we were enslaved.
Oh, it told us about how we were enslaved. But what did it also teach us? What did we do? Did we just sit there and take it, or we what?
We searched for freedom and we fought.
Oh, we searched for freedom and we fought.
And we didn't just sit around waiting to get out. We fought to get out.
So we fought to get out slaves. We didn't just sit there and just be enslaved. We said, we got to get out of this enslavement, huh? That's beautiful. Are you proud of your ancestors that fought to get out?
Yes.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, well then that's how we'll end a great program that I think has been great. Why don't you tell us a few of your favorite ancestors that fought for our people, who they were, and just give us a little bit of information about what they did for our people. I'll start with you, young lady.
Well, one of the ancestors I know about is Queen Nzinga.
What do you like about Queen? What did she do, and what do you like so much about Queen Nzinga?
She fought for her people, and I like her because she didn't just sit around and watch her people fall and die. She said she was going to do something about it.
That's beautiful. What did she do?
She fought.
She fought slavery. Beautiful. All right. Mr. AyoKimathi, could you tell me one of your favorite ancestors?
Steve Biko.
Oh, Baba Stephen Biko. Beautiful. And what did he do?
He saw other black ancestors fighting, and he said, well, since they're fighting, we're not sitting around watching other people fight while we're just sitting around. We'll fight too.
And he did say that. What did he start?
He started the Black Consciousness movement.
Fantastic. The Black Consciousness movement. And what was the Black Consciousness movement designed to do?
Help other blacks.
Help us do what?
Help us fight back.
That's right. Help us get our minds right to know that we will work together to fight back. That's fantastic. Anything that you would like to say on your way out to the African family who's listening?
Straight black pride.
Son, anything that you would like to say to the family that's listening?
Thank you for watching.
All right. Well, brothers and sisters, we thank you for tuning in. If you've enjoyed this, if you think this is something you would like more of, again, we intend to go from 5 to 25 years old. So we'll be having different levels of dialogue. If this is something that you want and that you believe that you would be interested in seeing more of, thumbs up, put comments out there as we put this on social media, and ask for more, and we'll give you more of this. And if you have a young person between 5 and 25 years old who's ready to have discussions and dialogue, we can talk about the things that they see going on in their school system, the things that they see with their friends and family. They won't mention names, but just the things that they see in the world and the pressure that these young people are getting to leave their culture and to go outside of their culture and to feel bad if they hold their positioning and stand their ground. What we're going to be able to do is sit down and let them have a voice. So get them prepared to come on. Whether they agree or disagree with our position in the Straight Black Pride, we'll have an honest opportunity for the young people to be able to voice their opinion, to be challenged in a fair environment, and to be heard. So thank you for tuning in. We love you, brothers and sisters. Straight Black Pride.